Aquarius. A small sign confirms you're right. There is a quiet confirmation heading your way. And what makes it so powerful is that you have already been sensing it for weeks. Something deep inside you has been whispering that you are on the right path, that the decisions you made were not mistakes, that the direction you chose was not random. And now, the universe is about to send you a small but unmistakable sign that proves your intuition was correct all along. This is not about dramatic revelations or earth-shattering events. This is about a subtle moment, a gentle nudge, a detail so precise that only you will recognize its meaning. You see, the universe does not always speak in thunder. Sometimes it speaks in a glance, a number, a feeling that washes over you at just the right time. And if you are watching this right now, it is because that sign is closer than you think. Today we are going to explore exactly what this confirmation looks like for you, why it is arriving at this specific moment in your life, and how you can use it to build something extraordinary from here forward. Every single insight that follows has been carefully chosen for those born under this sign. And I encourage you to stay until the very end, because the last few moments of this message carry something you truly need to hear. Let us begin. Tip 1. The universe has been testing your patience, and you are about to understand why. For a long time now, you have felt like things were moving slower than they should. You have watched others around you celebrate wins and breakthroughs while you sat quietly, wondering when your moment would arrive. And I want you to know something important right now. That waiting period was never a punishment. It was never a sign that you were forgotten or overlooked. It was preparation, the kind of deep, invisible preparation that only happens when something significant is being built beneath the surface. Think about it this way. When a tree is growing, the most important work happens underground, in the roots. Nobody sees it, nobody applauds it, but without that hidden growth, the tree would never stand tall enough to weather storms. That is exactly what has been happening in your life. The universe has been strengthening your foundation, deepening your roots, making sure that when the breakthrough finally arrives, you are ready to hold it without collapsing under its weight. And here is the part most people miss. The waiting was not random. It was carefully designed. Every delay you experienced had a purpose. Every closed door redirected you to a better path. Every moment of frustration was building a kind of resilience inside you that cannot be manufactured any other way. You had to go through it. Not because you deserved hardship, but because the version of you that exists on the other side of this waiting period is someone who can handle blessings that the old version of you could not have sustained. I know that sounds like a big claim, but think back to what you wanted 2 years ago. Think about the things you were desperate for, the opportunities you thought you needed, the people you thought belonged in your life. Now look at where you are. Can you honestly say that getting everything you wanted back then would have been good for you? In most cases, the answer is no. The universe knew that. It saw the bigger picture when all you could see was the immediate frustration. And now something is shifting. You can feel it. It is not loud or dramatic. It is more like a subtle change in the air. A feeling that the season is turning. The delays are ending. The patience is about to pay off. And the sign that confirms this is already on its way to you. It might come as a conversation with someone who says exactly what you needed to hear. It might come as a number that keeps appearing in unexpected places. It might come as a sudden wave of peace that washes over you for no apparent reason. Whatever form it takes, you will recognize it, because your soul has been waiting for it. The key now is to stay open. Do not let the frustration of the past make you cynical about the future. You have earned what is coming. You have done the inner work. You have survived the waiting. And now it is time to receive. But before you can fully step into this new chapter, there is something you need to release. And that is exactly what we will explore next. Tip 2. Letting go of old energy is the doorway to your next chapter. There is something you have been carrying for far too long. It might be a grudge. It might be a regret. It might be a version of yourself that no longer fits who you are becoming. Whatever it is, it has been sitting in the background of your life like a heavy piece of furniture in a room you are trying to rearrange. You keep working around it, adjusting your path to accommodate it, but deep down you know it needs to go. This is not about forgetting what happened. It is not about pretending that painful experiences did not affect you. It is about making a conscious decision to stop letting those experiences define what comes next. Because here is the truth that most people never fully grasp. You cannot receive new blessings with hands that are still clenching old wounds. the energy it takes to hold on to resentment, to replay old conversations, to revisit old failures. That is energy that could be flowing toward your future instead. And I want you to think about this carefully. Every thought you give to the past is a thought you are taking away from the future. Every minute you spend reliving something that already happened is a minute you are not spending building something new. That is not a judgment. It is simply how energy works. You have a limited amount of it each day, and where you direct it determines what grows in your life. So here is what the universe is asking you to do right now. Pick one thing, just one. The one thing that has been weighing on you the most. The memory, the relationship, the mistake, the disappointment. Whatever keeps circling back into your thoughts when you are trying to move forward. And make a decision today to release it. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. This does not mean you have to have a dramatic moment of closure. Sometimes letting go is quiet. Sometimes it is simply a decision you make inside yourself, a moment where you say that chapter is finished, and I am choosing to begin a new one. That is enough. The universe does not need grand gestures. It needs genuine intention. And when you release that weight, you will notice something remarkable. Space opens up. Not just emotional space, but physical space, mental space, even space in your daily schedule. Things that felt overwhelming suddenly feel manageable. Solutions that were invisible suddenly become obvious. People who were meant to be in your life suddenly appear. It is as if the universe was waiting for you to put down the baggage before it could hand you the gift. I have seen this happen so many times, and it never stops being extraordinary. Someone finally releases a grudge they have been carrying for years, and within weeks their health improves, their relationships deepen, their career takes a turn they never expected. It is not magic. It is energy. When you stop pouring your life force into the past, it naturally flows toward the future. And that is where your miracles are waiting. The sign you are about to receive is connected to this release. It will confirm that you are ready to let go, that the timing is right, and that what is waiting for you on the other side is worth every ounce of courage it takes to open your hands and set that old weight down. Trust the process, trust yourself, and trust that the next insight will show you exactly how this new energy wants to move through your life. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you apply this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Tip 3. Your intuition is sharper than you realize, and it is time to trust it fully. Let me ask you something. How many times in your life have you had a feeling about something, ignored it, and then watched it prove itself right? How many times have you walked into a situation knowing something was off, but you talked yourself out of that knowing because you could not explain it logically? If you are being honest, the answer is probably more times than you can count. And that pattern is about to change. You were born with an extraordinary gift of perception. It is not something you learned. It is not something you developed through practice. It is woven into the very fabric of who you are. You pick up on things that other people miss entirely. The slight change in someone's tone, the energy in a room that shifts before a word is spoken, the quiet pull toward or away from a decision that has no logical basis but turns out to be exactly right. These are not coincidences. This is your intuition working, and it has been trying to guide you your entire life. The problem is that the world around you has spent decades telling you to ignore it. You have been told to be rational, to follow the data, to make decisions based on facts and evidence and what other people think is sensible. And all of that has its place. But it was never meant to replace the deeper knowing that lives inside you. Logic and intuition are not enemies. They are partners. And the most powerful decisions you will ever make are the ones where both of them agree. Right now, your intuition is sending you a very specific message. It might be about a relationship. It might be about a career move. It might be about a place you need to go, a conversation you need to have, or a boundary you need to set. Whatever it is, you already know what it is telling you. You have known for a while. The question is not whether your intuition is right. The question is whether you are finally ready to act on it. And here is why this moment matters so much. The small sign that is coming your way. The confirmation that you are right. It is directly connected to something your intuition has been telling you. When that sign arrives, it will feel like the universe is nodding at you saying, yes, you were right, now move forward. But here is the thing. You do not actually need to wait for the sign to start moving. The sign is coming to confirm what you already know. It is not coming to give you permission. You already have permission. You have always had it. The bravest thing you can do right now is to listen to that inner voice and take one step in the direction it is pointing. Not a massive leap, just one step, one honest conversation, one application submitted, one old habit released, one boundary firmly set. That single step tells the universe that you are serious, that you are ready, and that you trust yourself enough to follow your own guidance. People who ignore their intuition spend their lives wondering what could have been. People who honor it spend their lives amazed at what unfolds. You get to choose which group you belong to, and based on everything I can see for this sign right now, you are ready to choose trust. The next section reveals something about the relationships in your life that your intuition has been trying to show you, and it is more important than you might expect. Tip 4. The right people are aligning with you, and the wrong ones are falling away for a reason. Something has been happening in your relationships lately, and even if you have not put words to it yet, you have definitely felt it. Certain people have been pulling away. Conversations that used to flow naturally now feel forced. Plans that used to happen effortlessly now fall through repeatedly, and at first this might have felt like loss. It might have made you wonder if you did something wrong, if you pushed someone away, if you are somehow becoming harder to love or connect with. But here is what is actually happening. You are vibrating at a different frequency now. The inner work you have been doing, the growth you have been experiencing, the clarity you have been gaining, all of it has shifted your energy. And when your energy shifts, your relationships have to shift too. It is not personal. It is physics. Everything in this universe is energy, and energy seeks its match. When you change, the people around you either change with you or they naturally fall out of alignment. This is one of the hardest parts of growth, and nobody talks about it enough. Everyone celebrates the moment you become a better version of yourself, but very few people warn you that becoming better sometimes means becoming temporarily lonelier. Some of the people who were comfortable with the old you will not be comfortable with the new you. Some of them will feel threatened by your growth, not because they are bad people, but because your evolution highlights the parts of their own lives they have been avoiding. And I want you to hear this clearly. That is not your problem to solve. You are not responsible for shrinking yourself so that other people feel comfortable. You are not required to dim your light so that others do not have to deal with their own shadows. Your only job is to keep growing, keep evolving, keep becoming more of who you are meant to be. The people who are meant to walk with you will rise to meet you. The people who cannot will step aside. And both of those outcomes are blessings. Now, here is the beautiful part. As the wrong connections fade, the right ones are being drawn to you. You might have already noticed it. A new person entering your life who just seems to get you. An old friend reaching out after years of silence with a message that lands perfectly. A stranger who says something in passing that echoes exactly what your soul needed to hear. These are not random encounters. These are the universe placing the right people on your path because you have finally become ready to receive them. The sign that is coming to confirm you are right is partly about this. It will show you, in a way you cannot deny, that the relationships shifting in your life are shifting for your benefit. The people leaving needed to leave. The people arriving were always meant to arrive. And the connections that remain are the ones that will carry you into the most meaningful chapter of your life. So do not grieve what is falling away. Celebrate it. Every ending is making room for a beginning that your current self cannot even imagine yet. The next section will reveal a pattern in your life that has been repeating, and once you see it, everything will start to make a different kind of sense. Tip 5. The pattern you keep repeating is about to break, and this is how it happens. There is a cycle in your life that has been running on repeat for longer than you would like to admit. You might not have even recognized it as a pattern because each time it shows up, it wears a slightly different disguise. Different people, different circumstances, different details, but the same core dynamic playing out again and again. Maybe it is the pattern of giving too much and receiving too little. Maybe it is the pattern of getting close to a breakthrough and then sabotaging it right before it happens. Maybe it is the pattern of attracting the same type of situation, the same type of disappointment, the same type of heartbreak, just wrapped in new packaging. Whatever your specific pattern is, I want you to know something that might change the way you see everything. That pattern is not happening to you. It is happening for you. Every single repetition was the universe giving you another chance to learn the lesson, to make a different choice, to finally break free from the loop. And the fact that you are hearing this right now tells me that you are closer to breaking it than you have ever been. Here is how patterns work on a deeper level. They are created by beliefs. Not conscious beliefs that you chose deliberately, but subconscious beliefs that were installed in you long before you had the ability to question them. Beliefs like I am not worthy of good things, or if I let people get too close they will hurt me, or I have to struggle in order to earn anything valuable. These beliefs were not yours to begin with. They were handed to you by people who received them from the people before them, and so on, stretching back through generations. But here is the empowering truth. Just because a belief was installed in you does not mean it belongs to you. And just because a pattern has been running does not mean it has to keep running. You have the power, right here, right now, to look at that repeating cycle and say, I see you, I understand why you existed, and I am choosing something different. The way you break a pattern is not through force. It is not through willpower or discipline or gritting your teeth and trying harder. It is through awareness. The moment you truly see the pattern for what it is, the moment you understand the belief that drives it, the pattern begins to lose its power. It is like turning on a light in a dark room. The shadows do not fight back. They simply disappear. So here is what I want you to do. Think about the situation in your life that keeps repeating. Look beneath the surface details and find the common thread. What feeling is at the center of it? What belief about yourself is driving the choices that lead you back to the same place? Once you identify it, speak it out loud. Say, I have been carrying the belief that, and then fill in the blank. Name it, expose it, bring it into the light, and then say this. That belief served me once, kept me safe when I did not know any better, but I do not need it anymore. I am choosing a new belief. I am choosing to believe that I am worthy, that I am capable, and that better things are not just possible for me. They are inevitable. That is how patterns break. Not with a bang, but with a choice. And the sign that is coming your way will confirm that this specific pattern is ready to end. You will feel it. A sense of completion, of something finally clicking into place, of a door closing behind you that you have walked through far too many times. But what opens next is going to take your breath away, and we will talk about that in the next section. Tip 6. Financial energy is shifting in your favor, and this is what you need to understand. Money has a frequency. I know that might sound unusual, but stay with me here because this is important. Just like everything else in this universe, financial abundance operates on a specific energetic wavelength. And right now, your personal frequency is aligning with it in a way it has not done in a very long time. This does not mean money is going to fall from the sky. It means that the conditions are being set for a meaningful shift in how resources flow into your life. For a while now, you might have been experiencing a sense of financial tightness. Not necessarily poverty or crisis, but a feeling that no matter how hard you work, no matter how careful you are, there is always more month left at the end of the money. It is an exhausting feeling. It creates anxiety, steals your sleep, and makes you question whether things will ever truly feel abundant. But here is what has been happening beneath the surface. The universe has been recalibrating your relationship with money itself. Many people grow up with deeply conflicted feelings about financial abundance. They were taught, either directly or indirectly, that wanting money is greedy, that wealthy people are somehow morally suspect, or that suffering and struggle are noble. These beliefs create an invisible wall between you and the abundance that is trying to reach you. You cannot attract what you subconsciously believe you should not have. It is simply not possible. And this is what has been shifting. Over the past several months, whether you realized it or not, your beliefs about money have been evolving. You have started to see that abundance is not selfish, that taking care of yourself financially is not greedy, that wanting a comfortable, secure life is not something to apologize for. This shift in belief is the most important financial change you will ever experience, because it removes the invisible barrier that was keeping prosperity at a distance. Now, the practical side of this. The sign that is coming your way will likely have a financial component. It might be an unexpected amount of money arriving from a source you did not anticipate. It might be a new opportunity that has the potential to change your financial trajectory. It might be a sudden clarity about a decision you have been going back and forth on, a decision that has direct implications for your material security. Whatever form it takes, pay attention. This is not luck. This is alignment. But I want to give you a specific piece of guidance here. When this financial shift begins, do not grip it tightly. One of the biggest mistakes people make when money starts flowing is they clench their fists around it out of fear that it will stop. That clenching energy actually slows the flow. Instead, receive with open hands. Be grateful. Be generous where it feels right. Allow the money to move through your life like water through a river, always flowing, always replenishing, always finding its way to where it needs to go. The universe is watching how you handle this shift. Not to judge you, but to determine how much more it can trust you with. Every time you receive with grace and share with generosity, you are proving that you are ready for the next level of abundance. And trust me when I say this, the next level is already being prepared for you. There is also a connection between this financial shift and your creative energy that most people overlook. We are going to explore that connection next, and it might just be the most important piece of the entire message. Tip 7. Your creative power is waking up, and it wants to be used. Something inside you has been stirring lately, a restlessness that does not feel anxious but feels more like potential trying to find its way out. It is a creative impulse, and it has been growing stronger week by week. Maybe you have found yourself drawn to an old hobby you abandoned years ago. Maybe you have been having vivid ideas that seem to come from nowhere. Maybe you have been looking at the world differently, noticing beauty in places you used to walk right past. These are not random shifts. This is your creative energy waking up. Now, when I say creative energy, I am not just talking about art or music or writing, although those might certainly be part of it. I am talking about the fundamental human power to create something that did not exist before. That could be a garden, a business, a community, a solution to a problem, a new way of living, a deeper relationship, a more peaceful home. Creativity is not limited to artistic expression. It is the force that drives all growth, all innovation, all meaningful change. And for people born under this sign, creative energy is not just a nice bonus. It is essential. It is woven into your identity in a way that makes ignoring it genuinely harmful. When you suppress your creative impulses, you do not just miss out on something fun. You create stagnation in every area of your life. Your mood drops. Your motivation fades. Your health suffers. Your relationships flatten. It is as if the entire ecosystem of your life depends on this creative current flowing freely, and when it gets blocked, everything downstream suffers. So here is the question: what have you been wanting to create? What idea has been sitting in the back of your mind, patiently waiting for you to give it attention? What project, what vision, what dream have you been dismissing as impractical or unrealistic or not for someone like me? Whatever it is, I want you to take it seriously right now. Not tomorrow. Not when conditions are perfect. Right now. Because the sign that is coming to confirm you are right. Part of what it is confirming is this creative calling. The universe is telling you that the idea you have been carrying is not a fantasy. It is a blueprint. It was placed inside you because you are the person meant to bring it to life. Not someone more qualified, not someone younger, not someone with more resources. You. Exactly as you are, exactly where you are, with exactly what you have. I know the doubts are loud. I know the voice in your head has 100 reasons why it will not work, why you are not ready, why now is not the right time. But here is what I have learned after watching this pattern unfold in countless lives. That voice of doubt is never quieter than it is right now. It does not get easier to start later. It gets harder. The doubts do not disappear with time. They multiply. The only thing that silences them is action. One step, one attempt, one imperfect beginning. And here is the beautiful secret about creative energy. It responds to attention. The more you give to it, the more it gives back. Start with 5 minutes a day. Just 5. Give your creative impulse 5 minutes of genuine attention, and watch what happens. Within a week, those 5 minutes will start stretching on their own. Ideas will flow. Energy will build. And before you know it, you will be in the middle of something that makes you feel more alive than you have felt in years. This creative awakening is connected to something even deeper. A shift in how you see yourself and your place in the world. That identity shift is the subject of the next section, and it is going to resonate with you in a way that might surprise you. Tip 8. The way you see yourself is being transformed, and this changes everything. There is a version of you that has been living in the background of your mind for a long time. A version that is stronger, more confident, more peaceful, more fully expressed. You have caught glimpses of this version in quiet moments, in the way you handled a crisis with unexpected grace, in the way you spoke a truth that took real courage, in the way you looked in the mirror on a rare good day and thought, there you are. That version is not a fantasy, it is who you are becoming, and the transformation is accelerating. Identity is the most powerful force in human psychology. It is more powerful than willpower, more powerful than motivation, more powerful than any strategy or technique, because everything you do flows from who you believe you are. If you believe you are someone who struggles, you will unconsciously create struggle. If you believe you are someone who is unlucky, you will unconsciously filter out opportunities. If you believe you are someone who does not deserve love, you will unconsciously push away the people who try to give it to you. This is not a flaw. It is simply how the mind works. Your actions will always align with your identity. And this is why the shift that is happening right now is so profoundly significant. Your identity is upgrading. The old beliefs about who you are and what you are capable of are being replaced by something truer, something bigger, something that actually matches the potential you have been carrying all along. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. You are not becoming someone you are not. You are becoming who you have always been beneath the layers of doubt and fear and conditioning. But here is the part that can feel uncomfortable. Identity shifts do not happen smoothly. They happen in waves. One day you wake up feeling powerful and clear and certain of your path. The next day you wake up feeling like a fraud, wondering who you think you are to dream that big. This back and forth is not a sign that the transformation is failing. It is a sign that it is working. The old identity is fighting to survive, and the new one is fighting to emerge. The discomfort you feel is the friction between who you were and who you are becoming. I want you to be gentle with yourself during this process. Do not judge the days when the old identity wins. Do not beat yourself up for moments of doubt or fear or self-sabotage. Those moments are part of the journey. They are the old version of you having its last stand, and every time you get back up and choose the new version, the old one gets a little weaker. Here is something that will help. Start speaking about yourself as the person you are becoming, not the person you have been. Instead of saying I am someone who always gives up, say I am someone who is learning to persist. Instead of saying I do not deserve good things, say I am opening myself to receive. Instead of saying I am too old for this, say I am exactly the right age for what is coming. These are not lies. They are declarations. They are seeds you are planting in the soil of your subconscious mind, and they will grow into the reality you speak. The sign that is coming will reflect this new identity back to you. Someone will see you the way you have been afraid to see yourself. A situation will arise that demands the best version of you, and you will show up in a way that proves you have already changed more than you realized. When that moment comes, do not dismiss it. Let it land. Let it become the evidence your mind needs to fully believe in the person you are becoming. The next section addresses something that operates quietly in the background but influences everything. And once you understand it, nothing will look the same. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting. It's about moving. Tip 9. Your body has been sending you messages, and now is the time to listen. Your body is not just a vehicle that carries you through life. It is a communication system. It has been sending you signals for weeks, maybe months, and the question is whether you have been paying attention. That tightness in your shoulders, that heaviness in your chest, that restless feeling in your legs that keeps you awake at night, the fatigue that does not match how much sleep you are getting. These are not random malfunctions. They are messages. The human body is remarkably intelligent. It processes information that your conscious mind cannot even perceive. It picks up on stress before your brain registers it. It responds to emotional pain before you have words for what you are feeling. It stores memories and traumas and unresolved emotions in your muscles, your joints, your organs, your posture. And when those stored experiences need attention, your body speaks up in the only language it knows, through physical sensation. Right now, your body is trying to tell you something specific. It might be telling you to slow down. It might be telling you that a certain situation is creating more stress than you are acknowledging. It might be telling you that a particular relationship is literally making you sick. It might be telling you that you have been neglecting a fundamental need, whether that is rest, movement, nourishment, or simple human touch. Whatever the message is, it is important, and it is time to stop dismissing it as just getting older or just being tired. I want to be clear about something. I am not a medical professional, and nothing I say here replaces proper care from someone who is trained in that field. If your body is sending you persistent signals, please honor those signals by seeking appropriate support. What I am addressing here is the energetic and emotional dimension of physical experience, the layer that exists alongside the physical one and influences it more than most people realize. Here is what I have observed consistently with people born under this sign. You have a tendency to push through physical discomfort instead of listening to it. You treat your body like a machine that should just keep running, and when it starts sending warning signals, your first instinct is to override them and keep going. This approach might have worked when you were younger, but it is not sustainable, and your body is making that very clear right now. The shift that is being asked of you is actually quite simple, even though it might feel radical. Start treating your body as a partner rather than a servant. Instead of demanding that it perform, start asking what it needs. Instead of ignoring pain, start getting curious about what that pain is trying to communicate. Instead of fueling yourself with whatever is fast and convenient, start choosing nourishment that actually supports the life you are trying to build. This is not about perfection. It is not about extreme diets or punishing exercise routines or achieving some ideal physical standard. It is about respect. It is about acknowledging that this body you live in has carried you through every single day of your life, through every challenge, every joy, every heartbreak, every triumph, and it deserves your attention and care. The small sign that confirms you are right will include a physical component. You might notice a sudden easing of a tension you have been carrying. You might wake up one morning feeling lighter than you have in months. You might catch yourself breathing deeply and freely in a moment that used to trigger anxiety. These physical shifts are the universe confirming that you are aligning, that you are on the right track, that the changes you are making are working at every level, including the cellular one. Pay attention to your body this week. It has more wisdom than you have been giving it credit for, and what it wants to show you connects directly to the next insight, which addresses the spiritual current that is running underneath all of this. Tip 10. A spiritual deepening is underway, and it is redefining everything you thought you knew. There is a stirring happening in a part of you that does not have a name. It is deeper than emotion, quieter than thought, more fundamental than anything you have experienced before. It feels like waking up inside a dream you did not know you were having, like suddenly realizing that the life you have been living has layers you never noticed, dimensions you never explored, meanings you never considered. This is not a crisis. This is an awakening, and it is happening to you right now for a very specific reason. You have reached a point in your journey where the surface level of life is no longer enough. The things that used to satisfy you, the routines, the distractions, the goals, the achievements, they still have value, but they no longer fill the space inside you the way they once did. There is a hunger now for something deeper, a desire to understand not just what you are doing, but why you are here. Not just how to live, but what life actually means. This hunger is not a problem. It is a gift. It is the beginning of a conversation between you and something vast and beautiful and deeply personal. Now, I want to be very careful here because spirituality is an intimate subject, and I would never presume to tell you what to believe. Your spiritual path is your own. Whether you connect with a specific tradition, a personal practice, nature itself, or simply a quiet sense of something greater than yourself, that is entirely your journey. What I can tell you is that whatever form your spirituality takes, it is deepening right now. The walls between you and the sacred are thinning. The moments of connection are becoming more frequent, more vivid, more undeniable. You might have noticed this already. A moment during sunrise when the beauty was so overwhelming it brought tears to your eyes for no logical reason. A feeling during a quiet walk that you were being watched over, guided, held by something invisible but real. A dream that carried a message so clear it stayed with you for days. A conversation with a stranger that felt more like a transmission from the universe than a casual exchange. These are not coincidences. These are invitations. The universe is inviting you deeper. It is asking you to move beyond the surface, beyond the habits, beyond the comfortable familiarity of the life you have constructed, and into something more authentic, more connected, more alive. This does not mean you need to abandon everything you know. It means you need to bring more presence to everything you do. Washing dishes becomes a meditation. Walking becomes a prayer. Listening becomes an act of devotion. The sacred is not somewhere else. It is right here in every breath, every heartbeat, every moment you choose to be truly present. And here is how this connects to the sign that is confirming you are right. The confirmation you are about to receive is not just a practical validation. It is a spiritual one. It is the universe saying, I see you. I know you. I have been guiding you all along, and you are exactly where you need to be. When you receive that sign, let it sink all the way in. Do not rationalize it. Do not explain it away. Let it touch the deepest part of you, the part that has been waiting to be acknowledged. This spiritual deepening will change how you experience everything. It will make your relationships richer, your purpose clearer, your peace more stable, your joy more genuine. It will not solve all your problems, but it will give you a foundation that no problem can shake. And it will remind you of something you have always known but perhaps forgotten, that you are not walking this path alone. You never were and you never will be. There is one more thing I need to share with you before we close. It is perhaps the most important piece of all, and it ties everything together in a way that will give you the clarity and the courage you need to move forward with absolute confidence. You have made it through every storm that tried to break you, every betrayal, every loss, every moment when you were certain you could not take another step. You survived it. Not just survived it, you grew from it. You became deeper, wiser, more compassionate, more resilient. And now, standing here at this precise moment in your journey, you are being asked to do something that might feel counterintuitive. You are being asked to believe that the best is yet to come. I know how hard that is. When life has taught you to brace for impact, it is terrifying to open yourself to hope. When you have been disappointed enough times, expecting good things feels like setting yourself up for another fall. But here is what I need you to understand. The caution that once protected you is now the very thing holding you back. It served you beautifully when you needed it, kept you safe, it helped you endure. But you are no longer in survival mode. You are in a season of expansion, and expansion requires openness. It requires vulnerability. It requires the courage to believe that this time, things really will be different. The small sign that is coming to confirm you are right is real. It is not wishful thinking. It is not a trick of the mind. It is the universe responding to the work you have done, the growth you have achieved, the readiness you have cultivated. And when it arrives, I want you to receive it fully. Let it wash away the last traces of doubt. Let it fill the spaces where fear used to live. Let it become the foundation for a new chapter that is bigger, brighter, and more beautiful than anything you have experienced before. You are not too old for miracles. You are not too tired for transformation. You are not too broken for blessings. You are exactly the right person at exactly the right time in exactly the right place. Everything you have been through has prepared you for what is ahead. And what is ahead? Well, it is going to be extraordinary. Carry this with you as you move through the coming days. When doubt whispers, remember this moment. When fear knocks, remember what you learned here today. When the world feels heavy, remember that a sign is on its way to remind you that you are right, that you are guided, and that the best chapter of your story is the one you are about to write. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust the quiet knowing that brought you here today. And most importantly, trust that everything, absolutely everything, is unfolding exactly as it should. You have two options after this video: close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.